They say if you want a wish to come true, never tell anyone. But there is one wish that can make the difference between life and death. And this wish can only come true if you tell someone. Please, let your family know you want to be an organ donor.
Standby graphics, ready camera one.
If you want to experience the fast-paced world of news,
today on BCIT magazine, striking,
make magic on a movie set,
frame,
and action,
or bring your creative ideas to life, BCIT's hands-on training will get you started. BCIT television and video production. Your possibilities start here.
The Vancouver Energizer Night Race is back. On October 13th, grab your Energizer Night Light and head on over to Stanley Park and take part in this unique night race. Registrations are online at runningroom.com/Energizer Night Race. Denman Cinemas is hosting the Vancouver Retro Film Fest from September 23rd to September 30th. Come see classic films like The Godfather, Back to the Future, and Ghostbusters. Tickets are available online at vancouverretrofilmfest.eventbrite.ca. BCIT students, are you still looking for part-time work? Metropolis at Metrotown will be hosting their annual job fair on September 29th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in their Grand and Atrium courts. 30 retailers will be looking to fill hundreds of jobs for the upcoming holiday season. Registration is now open for the annual TED Talks conference in Vancouver. This year's theme, titled Confluence, examines the merging of nature, humans, and technology. Reserve your seat at tedxvancouver.com.
Moving to a new country can be a real challenge, and many young immigrants depend on one program in particular to teach them basic English and Canadian culture. That program is now facing closure over funding. Nigel Haynes went to get the reaction.
And helped me a lot to form the friend, how looking for a job.
Zaid is one of many students of the Newcomer Youth Connection program, an initiative that was started 3 years ago to help new immigrant youth in Burnaby fit in with Canadian society. Up till now, it's had funding provided by the BC Ministry of Children and Families. Thanks to new budget cuts, though, the program is set to close at the end of October.
This program actually is to empower the immigrant youth, and we've seen recently the increase of the number of the youth coming to the program because of how they felt outside the community. They feel here they're more welcome or more, one of the youth said, I come here to my second family.
I think it is not fair for a newcomer because I take my chance and another people come but don't take this beautiful experience.
With the Youth Connection program shutting down, students like Zaid will have to look elsewhere for help with integrating into Canadian society. But organizers say that they won't be offered the same opportunities. Nigel Haynes in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine.
Across Canada, people have been asking for more representation in national politics. Because of this, the Conservative government is adding more MPs across the country this year. This is generating some anger in the riding of Vancouver East. Nigel Haynes went to find out why.
The Vancouver East riding currently extends to Ontario Street, the historical divide between the city's east and west sides. The new riding, called Vancouver Granville, would cut the Mount Pleasant neighborhood in half, causing this intersection at Main and Broadway to become part of the west side of town. This has local business owners and residents feeling left in the cold.
As a business owner, I service the neighborhood community, and people are coming in, and it's one of those issues that we're talking about. And so listening to people and educating them as to what's going on, they're saying that, why is my representation changing? Why am I being grouped in with another neighborhood, a whole different community, when the issues that are here are specifically to Vancouver East and not part of Vancouver South or Vancouver Granville?
The proposed Vancouver Granville boundary would start at Arbutus and reach all the way to the west side of Kingsway above 12th Avenue and the west side of Main Street above 7th Avenue.
I always find that with bureaucracy, the more red tape that you have, the worse things happen and also the longer they take to happen. So I would just prefer to have one person that makes the decision and makes things happen quickly, because that's what we need in this city, things to happen quickly so that we can overcome the economic environment.
The plan is still in its early stages, but so far public involvement has been minimal. Residents of Mount Pleasant will have a chance to speak their minds, though, at a public hearing on September 24th at SFU's Pacific Center. Nigel Haynes in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
Soap, baking soda, and glycerin mixed with water. This is a recipe for a world record success. 181 people were encapsulated inside a gigantic bubble at Science World this week. Our reporter Angela Jung witnessed this once-in-a-lifetime event.
This isn't your average soap bubble. The Yang family has mastered bubbleology and have now made it into the Guinness Book of World Records 18 times. They've perfected the largest bubble, the most bubbles inside a bubble, and this week they tried to make history by fitting 181 people inside a bubble.
1, 2, 3, go!
They were 19 people short of their original goal of 200, but the Guinness official says they've still set a new record.
I don't want anybody to get, ruin the bubble in any way, or any air conditioning to blow the bubbles onto the audience, but you know what? Everything worked really well.
Yang knows the art of bubble magic is not an easy one to hone.
I started when I was 4 years old. Little child doing bubbles with my sister as well. Bubbles are actually very delicate, and you actually have to be able to handle them very slowly, gently to enhance its effects.
Many people were thrilled to participate and be a part of this record. Some even skipped school.
Told my teachers, then signed out at the office.
Participants may not be able to take back a souvenir, but being a part of a world record still packs quite the pop. Angela Jung in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
If you have any questions or comments regarding this program, please visit us online at bcitbroadcastnews.ca or bcit-broadcast.com. I'm Matt Lowe.
And I'm Lynn Johnson, and that's today's BCIT Magazine. Thanks for watching. We leave you with a look at more of the bubble fun from Science World.